Hey guys, in today's video, I'm going to be ranking all the Transformers movies from the worst to the best. Alright, let's get into it. In seventh place, I have Transformers The Last Night. Super forgettable, in my opinion. The plot was a complete mess, and it was all over the place. I don't remember it that well. The characters were written super poorly, and I don't remember laughing a single time throughout this movie. None of the jokes hit, and I don't even remember who the main bad guy was or what his intentions were. The action in this movie was okay, but this is the only Transformer movie in the franchise to have crappy CGI. In sixth place, I have Bumblebee. The characters were not well written, but the cast was a lot of fun. I did, however, like the fact that it opens with the battle against the Decepticons on Cybertron. I didn't, however, like how Optimus Prime wasn't in this movie very much. I know it's all about how Bumblebee goes to Earth in order to see if it's a good refugee area to lay low, but I just feel like Optimus Prime should have had a bigger role. Haley Steinfeld does a terrific job as the main character, and I love her dynamic with John Cena's character, even if they are opposite of each other. I also didn't like how the fact that the robots didn't have the same designs that they had in the Bay universe. In fifth place, I have Transformers Rise of the Beast. Not the most memorable movie in the franchise, but I remember being a lot of fun. The characters were in so well, and there was a lot of Optimus Prime throughout it, which I loved. There was a shocking twist that caught me completely off guard, and I liked how they still incorporated how the Transformers could like morph into cars, but also added in that they could transform into like animals too, which added something new to the table that we haven't already seen before. I didn't like that in this movie there was a little more human scenes than the Transformer scenes, but the action was awesome with the final battle. That was sick. I think that was cool. And then this also has the best CGI that I've ever seen in a franchise. Sorry, Bayverse fans. In fourth place, I have Transformers Age of Extinction. This is the movie that shows you in a very rare scenario that it's a good idea to recast the actors and actresses. Mark Wahlberg is the perfect role to play Cade Yeager, a loving, supporting, and overprotective dad to his family. He has a great relationship with the Autobots in this movie, and the bad guy Lockdown is medicine and clearly shows that he doesn't give a shit on who or what he hurts. This movie has the best final battle scene out of any other Transformers movie. Yes, better than Dark of the Moon. The actors and actresses give you such a phenomenal performance that they are a real family and you actually feel like you're part of that family also. I don't like, however, how the humans turn on the Autobots in this movie and are hunting them down, teaming up with Lockdown to do so. I don't like how we get introduced to TJ Miller's as Lucas, one of Kate Eager's like best friends, and they immediately kill him off in like the 20 minutes of the movie. In conclusion, great characters, but could use a couple rewrites. In third place, I have Transformers Rise of the Moon. This is one of the few movies in the franchise that I can watch once and remember it clearly without rewatching it again. This is the last movie with Shia LaBeouf, and it is also the last movie where they replaced Megan Fox with Rosie Huntington Whitney. This movie has fantastic character development with Sam and the relationship he has with his parents. It's a little hard to watch, but like every parent does, they push him because they want what's best for him. I didn't like how Sam's relationship with Bumblebee doesn't feel the same as the other two movies have shown because they have different goals in life and they started to drift apart. The action in this movie is the best in the franchise. We got Optimus Prime fighting this giant robot worm. Plus, you also get to meet the leader of the Autobots before Optimus Prime took over, Sentinel Prime. I did, however, like how Sentinel Prime pretended to be a good guy but turned out to be villains, and you don't get a lot of that in movies. In second place, I have Transformers 1. I don't know how to describe this movie aside from it being classic. It was the movie that started the entire cinematic Transformer franchise. You get Shia LaBeouf as Sam, starring as a great character. From getting his first car from his dad without them knowing it's a Transformer. He also has a crush on a girl, Michaela, who is played by Megan Fox. And by the end of the movie, you feel like the victory won't last forever. The final battle in this movie had me on the edge of my seat because I wanted to know how it was going to end on a high note. The CGI in this movie was great, but overall, I give this movie a 9 out of 10. In the first place, this might be a hot take and I might get murdered for it. So please don't hate me, but I have Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. There's really only one way to describe this movie: fucking awesome. You get invested from the moment Optimus Prime starts narrating on what life is like for him and his fellow Autobots to the end of the movie where Sam sacrifices everything to save Optimus Prime and revive him from the dead. The best scene in this movie by far is the forest scene where Optimus Prime is fighting 5 Decepticons all at once by himself while he's trying to protect Sam because Megatron is trying to get his hands on him because he has information Megatron needs. The characters are written so well and so phenomenally to the point where if they do something bad, you feel bad for them and feel sorry for them. I did like, however, that Sam was struggling with college, but also with helping out the Autobots and how the Decepticons dragged his parents into the situation as well. The CGI in this movie is the best I've ever seen in the Bayverse franchise. The final battle in this scene was the best final battle in a movie that I've seen in a movie series, other than the battle in Endgame, because nothing will beat that, obviously. You also get introduced to this quirky but fun character, Leo, who is Sam's roommate in college and is dragged into all the Transformer stuff that Sam is involved in, and he has no idea how to react to any of it. I did, however, like that they explained to the fans that all of the Transformers could pick sides if they wanted to be an Autobot from a Decepticon. All in all, this movie still hits hard for me, and I can watch it once and remember everything about it. I suggest if you have not seen this movie, go see it because you will have a blast.